Hey, thanks for joining me for this week's video update. And I've got Mandy with me because I wanted you to get a chance to meet her. Mandy is our office manager here, and so when you call in and you're talking to someone, the first voice you're probably going to hear belongs to Mandy. And so I wanted to make sure you had a chance to get to know her just a little bit. So you are a graduate of Johnson Bible College, university now, but it was Bible College when you and Jason were there.
Yep.
And you have a major, you have a Bible major and a minor in children's ministry.
Yes.
All right, so you and Jason have been married now for how long?
We've been married 11 years. We just celebrated our anniversary last weekend.
Yeah, all right. So that is awesome. And you have 2 children?
Yep, Weston is 8 and Sadie's 6.
Okay, and so you see them running around here as well, which is really fun. And so let's see. I was wondering, what is it that you like about MCC, working in the office?
Well, after being a stay-at-home mom for the past 9 years, I think, it's just been, God's timing was in it all, and it's just been a really natural fit in a way. God's allowing me to use a multitude of the gifts He's given me.
And I'll tell you, so Mandy is so creative. I love that we are fortunate enough. I talk about in my email this week, I talk about one of the things I love about MCC. I ask you the same question. I'll mention this in a moment. But one of the things I love is the people that I get to work with. There are a lot of things, but one of them is the people that I get to work with. And we are fortunate enough, because not every church is able to say this, but we're fortunate enough that we have an office manager who has a ministry background, which means you have a unique understanding of ministry and what we all do in our jobs, and this ability to help us in ways that it goes way beyond even sometimes what we're asking, because you know what we actually need, and so you understand that and you take care of that. And so I just want you to know how fortunate we are to have Mandy in the office with us, and I want you to know how much I appreciate you being there, and she has been a huge help. So if you haven't yet, you may want to say hi when you see her on a Sunday morning, because you're also up on the platform, you're in our worship team, and so you'll see her there. So thank you so much for all of your help, and take a moment to get to know her. Hey, I mentioned in my email that this week I ask a favor of you, and it is, how would you answer this question? I love MCC because, and again, I just said this, but I share with you my answer in my email. And truthfully, there are a lot of reasons that I love MCC, not the least of which is our trunk or treat this past week and how you overwhelmingly loved our community. Man, what a great night we had. So thank you to everyone who donated candy, decorated trunks, and served that night. There were people who brought their kids to that event that said they're going to be with us this weekend. So that's incredible. So would you think about that and share your answer to that question? I love MCC because, and you can send your responses to office@exploremcc.org. Hey, this weekend I get to continue our message series, Winning the War in Your Mind. In 2005, the National Science Foundation published an article regarding research about human thoughts per day. The average person has somewhere between 12,000 and 60,000 thoughts per day, which is a big wide range, but of those, 95% are the same repetitive thoughts that you had the day before. And if that doesn't blow your mind, 80% of your thoughts each day are negative. Now, if you know me, you know I tend to be an optimistic, glass half full, enjoy my day kind of guy. So that information caught me off guard. But I wonder for how many of us that information sounds about right. And I wonder for how many of us we're in the middle of actually a pretty decent life for the most part, but you still find yourself complaining a lot. Why is that? How is it that our lives can be pretty special most of the time, and yet our minds can drift to the things that we don't like, or the things that we want to complain about? So this weekend, we're going to see what God says about winning the war in your mind when it comes specifically to negative thoughts. And hey, whether you're online or on campus, I'm looking forward to seeing you.